What's up, YouTube? It's JackalGoldKick doing a bonus video because there's something I just wanted to talk about real quick. So I saw that there was like some new stuff that came out about WWE 2K22. Now, I don't really play wrestling games. There were some good ones way back then, and I tried one of the 2K games when it was on Games with Gold, and I didn't really care for it because the gameplay felt really slow. But what this video is going to be about is the simple fact that I just feel like not all, but some gamers never learn. They never learn from history. They never, adapt. They just never learn. And the reason I say that is because, you know, I saw this new trailer for WWE 2K22. I was reading the comments, and it seems like a lot of people are excited and hyped for this, and they can't wait for it. And it goes to show you that some gamers never learn. Now, why do I have an issue with them being hyped for it? Well, looking back, does anyone remember WWE 2K20? When that game came out, it was a buggy, glitch-ridden mess. It was a mess of a game. The optimization was all over the place. It was such a buggy video game. And people saw that, played it, they knew it, they saw everything that was going on with it. It reviewed poorly. It was a failure. To the point where it was so much of a failure, I don't even think they came out with a 2K21. They just skipped straight to 2K22, I think. And it's like you would think that after what we saw with WWE 2K20, that people would become more aware and adapt and be like, well, I'm gonna take a cautious approach in this. I'm not gonna pre-order it. No, people are hyped for WWE 2K22, knowing that this is the same developer and company that previously did WWE 2K20, and it was a buggy and glitchy mess. You really think this one's gonna be any different? And you really think it's not gonna have all the bullshit that we have in the industry, and that's not gonna be a buggy mess? Come on, it's gonna be a buggy mess, And it just goes to show me that some gamers never learn. It'll be right in their fucking face when they'll see certain game series and certain developers pull a bunch of shit, whether it's a crappy business practice they don't like, or it's a game that's really buggy. They'll see it, and they know it, and they'll see it happen, but when the next game comes out from the same developer, it's like they just forget that happened, and they just get excited for the next product and pre-order. Then they play it, and then they rant about it, and they hate what happened to the specific game or whatever. And then when the next game comes out with the exact same problems, they'll get hyped again and pre-order it again. It's like they never learn. It's like a continuous cycle. It's like they're running on a never-ending hamster wheel that won't stop. Some of you gamers out there, you never fucking learn. And this is why we still have issues in the gaming industry. This is why shit still just is bullshit. Because of stuff like WWE 2K22. It's like, why are there a lot of gamers excited for this game? Why are they hyped to play it? Shouldn't you guys be cautious and want to maybe wait and see and not pre-order the game and hold off and have more of a cautious approach? Why not have more of a cautious approach? You've seen what they did with WWE 2K20. You really think 2K22 is going to be any different? It's going to be the same shit, It'll probably be buggy and glitchy just like that game was. And it's going to do things people don't like. And what's going to happen is a lot of these gamers that never learned, that are getting hyped for WWE 2K22, even though they saw what they did with 2K20, they'll pre-order and buy this new 2K22 game, and I guarantee you they'll pre-order it, they'll buy it, and then they'll rant about it and say this is disappointing, it's buggy and glitchy, it's this and that. And then when that happens, and then the next WWE 2K comes out, they'll repeat the same cycle again. And it's just sad to see. I wish a lot of gamers would wake the hell up and just stop falling into this trap, never-ending trap, where it's like, hey, you saw a certain game do something. It's just like with Battlefield 2042, or the GTA trilogy. It's no surprise that the GTA trilogy was buggy, or Battlefield 2042. Why is that no surprise? Because look at all the other fucking games before it that were buggy. So of course these ones are going to be buggy, because game companies just like copying each other, and as long as it, works, they'll do it. And that's why we keep seeing buggy games. And I guarantee you that WWE 2K22 will be a buggy mess, and it is going to disappoint people, and it'll probably be missing key features, just like how every game now is missing key features. I read that Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires was missing features that the past games had, just like Halo Infinite, just like Battlefield 2042, and this shit will continue, So yeah, that was just a quick video I wanted to make about this. I'm not really into the wrestling games of nowadays. I don't really check them out. I'm not. WWE 2K22 is not something I'm looking into, but I just wanted to make a video about it. I just think it's kind of sad to see this, where it's like, hey, you saw what they did with WWE 2K20, and you saw that it was a buggy mess, you would think that would make a lot of these gamers cautious and adapt and be like, huh, with this next game, let's not pre-order. Let's wait and see what happens. Because if you would do that, we could see less buggy games and less bullshit. But no, a lot of these gamers never learn. You know, they'll see a game like 2K20 that's buggy and glitchy, but then when the next wrestling game comes out, it's like they completely forget what that company just did, and they'll just get hyped for the next product when they should actually be more cautious. Take it from me, you know? Like, with the rumor of Resident Evil 4 remake, I'm interested in a Resident Evil 4 remake, but at the same time, I'm cautious about it. Not only because you had Final Fantasy VII Remake that was sold in parts, so that's something I'm kind of worried they'll do with RE4 Remake, because as we know, a trend in gaming will continue. But another reason I'm cautiously hesitant on Resident Evil 4 Remake is they'll probably cut content just like they did with 2 and 3 remakes. See, I can adapt, I can realize, okay, they did this, so they might have a track record of continuing it. But the problem is a lot of you gamers out there just never fucking learn. You keep making the same mistakes, you keep backpedaling. You'll buy a new game, have issues with it, but when the same company releases more games that have the same exact problems, you'll forget they had these problems, and then you'll buy and pre-order the new game. You know, you should not be excited for WWE 2K22, and you should not be excited for WWE 2K22, and you should not pre-order it. Because if you saw what they did with 2K20 and how buggy it was, then you should expect the same thing with this new wrestling game, and you should be cautiously optimistic about it and not pre-order it, and actually learn from the past and see what the fuck's going on. I'm so tired of seeing this. I see it all the time. Same thing with Call of Duty. You know, or I see the same thing from Angry Joe. He'll constantly rant about the yearly Madden and how it's shit, but every time a new Madden comes out, he's there to buy it and talk about it. It's like, stop supporting it, you know? It's as simple as that. That's all I have to say. Peace.